We're gonna do this together. Okay, I got so many things. I got videos to upload, and I'd like to just sit down and eat and relax and eat a good steak dinner. But when the information is flowing, when the knowledge is there, when you think you're gonna stop and it's gonna disappear, just like going to a casino and I can't go home. I want to play the last hand of poker or the last machine, and you know you don't want to miss any of this. But at the same time, you know there's more out there. Like you know, you need to get away sometimes, but I don't want to get away because it's so good. It's so tiring, and the information. It's like, oh my god, I'll never have a chance at this information again. But I haven't learned the information yet. I just know there's more. It's compacting. It's pressuring, but I can handle it. I banged my head against the wall. I had the great fall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. I can't figure it out. The thought was on the top of my mind, and boom! Just like that, it was gone. So now what we're going to do is this. It's not going to be my neat, but I will show you the right. This is the roulette board. Okay, and we're going back to 235. I'm not happy about my light. I might put the camera like this, okay? I got to hold up this camera. How do I hold up this camera? Oop, but I can't do that. Hold on a second. I got to hold. Okay, I'll hold the camera, but am I going to get the... I took that light away. Am I going to get the clarity that I want? Okay, let's do it like this, okay? 58, 62, 66. Everything is a difference of 4. Where does this come from? It comes from this. Just keep adding up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now this is 1. The next one would be 10. The next one would be 19. The next one will be 28. Cycle of the moon fits into one position. This is the 2 area. You go from 2, the next time something shows up over here, it's number 11. Then it's 20, then it's 29. The birth and the moon, A and B, come together. In the 3rd area, we have 3, then we have 12, then we have 21, then we have 30. 39 is the sky, but we stop. The total would be 66. In area number 4, where Mars goes, replaced by Earth and Lo Shu, the gateway number is 70. 60 plus 10 on the clock. Now this is a big, big number. I'm going to tell you why. It also goes to 64, which will make a separation of 10, 5 and 4 going into the sun. This one will make 76, a difference of 12. Minus 10 plus 12, 22 to life. Now what we're going to do is in 74, add 5, 14 equals to 19. Okay, 5, 14, 23 equals to 42. Remember that number. Okay, remember that number. 23, 32. Okay, and when you add them all up, it equals to 74. The next number, 6, 15.
I'm adding this on to the last video. I have no more space in my video. I can't save anything anymore. I have to keep erasing. I'd like to download all my... I had a letter box, one of those boxes to save everything, and it fell on the floor, and I got to re-download 5,000 videos and all my information so I can have it saved somewhere. Anyways, let's just continue. 78. Here's where your 2, 3, 5 fit in, right? Here's your 6 coming out of here, right? 2 and 3 come out of this combination of numbers over here. In Lo Shu, this would no longer be 78. In Lo Shu, number 82, the moon now moves into the passage of the separation, where the tunnel goes from one world to the other world. They put the moon cycle in its place, 28. This used to be, okay, Neptune. The moon used to go here. Now communication of the half-life, Venus and Mars, is now moved into this position where the moon used to be. In this position over here, that's right, 5 and 8. Where number 28 and 29 equals to 57, the number of the moon is now into this position over here. This will equal 4. This will equal 8. This will equal 3. This will equal 7. And then will equal 4. This will equal 2. This will equal 6. This will equal 1 will equal 7. This will equal 5. This is 9, which will equal 6. 5 and 6 go right over here. In this position over here, where you see 90, 78, the separation is now in the 9 birth, right over here. Instead of being born here, we're born from here to here in the number of the gateway. Why? Because Lo Shu moves these numbers around. These numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and the alphabet, and it can be reverted. If you revert it, we would start the alphabet, and A, at number 36, creation of man. We would get B at 35, electric company. We would get C, 34, creation of the DC world. We would get 33, D, okay? D would go over here, creation. D, Mars, goes over here at 33. At 32, we get the same number back over here. A, B, C, D, E. We get E, 5 in the 2 position. This one doesn't change. 7 by 4, 7 plus 4. We have Jupiter playing inside the moons with Saturn back and forth. And that's this rotation. 7 times 4, 7 plus 4 equals cycle of the moon and 1 and 1, 11, 6 and 5, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, the BC world. 17, the gateway in Mars, the skies of Saturn. 62, the queen, the T letter. T, Z, and N. Zion's gateway, the 10, because in Zion it says 102, which is 162, which is equal to 216, and links up to all the numbers in the Mayan. Equals to 20 and 4, equals to 16 and 24. This will be where the Phoenix comes in, PH and I, right over here. 86, okay, this is in a row. 3 in a row, 3 in a row, 3 in a row. Why is it 3 in a row? 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. All of these are 3, 6. Here's 3, 6, 9, but when you go from here to here, it's 3 areas. 3 by 4, 12, 70. 3 by 4, 12, 82. 3 by 4, 12, 74. 3 by 4, 12, 86. 3 by 4, 12, 78 by 4, 24, 24, 24. 86, the Queen DC world. 58, 70. The difference between 70 is when there's a 0 included, okay? 70 becomes 0. 7 times 0 is 0. Every time you get a 10, it becomes a 0 world. Then you put a 6 in its place, and you go 7 times 6, 42. 420 is this number. When you get 3 areas, it's because a 0 ended up in that number. There can be 9 zeros. There can't be 10 zeros. There only can be 9 zeros. But when there's 9 zeros, there's 1 0 in the center of all. There's 2 zeros for the separation of the moons. And because it's 70, we'd have double 0. We'd have 0 here, and we'd have 7 on this side. Not a 0, sorry. We'd have 0 on this side. Okay? But because there's another number here, B7 and 6, 13, is B7 and 13. 7 and 13 is 20. The 7 and the 20th numbers, GMT, okay, greater mountain time if you want to look at it, the alternate current, 7 by 13 equals to 91. The spirit, 1 and 9, come together right over here. This number 70 in the 4th position is switched into the 1 position. The spirit is now in the 1 position. The 1 position plays out of the 9 hole. The ace hole, 1 counts over here. 1, 2 into the 5. 9, 8 into the 5. 17, 20, all goes into the 5. What's on the outside? 9, 11. You want to do it the outside? What goes into the 5? 1, 4 goes into the 5, 5. 9, 6, 15 goes into the 5. 15 and 5. What's left over? 15 and 5. 15 and 5, 20. What's left over? 11 and 9. What's left over? 15 and 5. 17 and 3. 11 and 9. 5 and 15. 5, 5, 15. 5, 5, 15, where your 1, 4, 2, 3 come together. To continue on to this motion, we're going to bring it down over here, where you had 58. Inside 58, you create electric company, the win big red, the big red sun, right? But remember, when you create this number 53, because there's a 0, a 40 comes up, plus it equals to 59. Minus it, we now have 47, and inside the moon we go with the cycle, plus and minus the 27 over here. 53, 40 minus 13 is 27, minus another 6. Either 33, the record company, or minus another 6, we're down to 21, the cube inside the moon, 68. Connection to the 26 dog, 26, 21, 47, 2, 3, and 5. We bring it down here, 11, 12, and 14, 2, 3, and 5. 12 and 14 are red, make it 3 and 5 electric company red, connected to 2. 5 is red, created by 1 and 4, a red and a black. 2 and 3 is also red. 23 is also red, but 2 is black, 3 is red. 2 and 3 meet over here. 20, 21, and 23. This equals to 44. They're both red, equaling to a black, and 20, 44, and 20. So that can be 26 or 14. We can make it go up to 58, or we can go up 26 over to 70, equaling to 76. 76, half of 76 is 38, the circumflex of the church, the split, the passage through whatever element of current there is. Here we have 29, 30, 32. Is that the one I want to use? No, we're going to use the one over here. 29, 30, 32. This is 62 because they're both red. 29 is black. 29 is connected to 28. Every 3 years, and the fourth year is 29. They're both black in roulette, equaling to 57, the number in the moon. 29 now links you into your section here, 9 and 2, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 3 is 3 plus this. This one is a 30. 0 is involved. This one is a 30. 0 is involved. There's no zeros involved in this one. The total here is 37. The total here is 2, 3, and 5. 10 equals to 16 equals to 7. When you minus 11 from 26, it becomes Mars is the creation of the gateway. Remember 47? It's also 74. All coming out the ring around Pluto, which could be a lasso where Pluto throws it out around Saturn, who's holding on to it. So over here you have 62 becomes 68, becomes 56. 56 becomes 41, passage through the sun. 29 connects to 28. This is your X. Your point 23.5 is right over here. Your 23 and your 5 in this section over here. 2, 3 equals to 5. All the centers equals to 5, but this is your 23, 5. This is your 1, 4, 5. This is your 2, 3, 5, and this is your 3, 2, 5. Meets all over here. In between 22 and 24, in between 19 and 27. 4608, 0246, 4605, minus and plus. This one over here is 08, 8, 6, and 5. This one over here is a 10 that's involved, but the 10 is involved, not involved here. It's involved over here. First the 10 is left, then the 10 is right, of center, and then the 10 is right. Boom, boom, boom. Top level. How many rows do we have to go down to here to get from here to here? We go from here to here. We have to go here to here. We have to go 1 row, 2 rows. Okay? We have to go 1 row, 2 rows. We have to go down 3 rows to get from 10 to 20. And then we have to go down 1, 2, 3 rows and over 1. 3 and over 1. So what is it? I have to go down 1, down 2, down to the 3rd row, and over 1. So we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8 blocks. 10, 12, 14. Now we get 1 more block. Look, now we have to use all the blocks because we have to go all the way over and down. So if we were actually doing this entire image, I know it's going to be offset, right? But this is the way the image would have to look. Would you say that's a dagger of some sort? It would be shorter than this because the numbers would all be together. But this would be that saber tooth that would come in when we get all the way down to 30. And then 30, right, would start to pan out again for the same design down below, creating a bridge. Maybe 23 is right the center of the bridge. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Whatever game, wherever we are, there is a way out. Okay? I can explain it in my way, but I don't know how energies work. I know how the numbers work. I know the day of man is 30, 6, 15, 28. Right? 724, 713, okay, is 91. 615 is our 90 birth creation. 24 hours. 6 by 24 is 144. So 615 is when we come in. 375, and that's the movement of the earth. 375 movements. 6 by 6, okay, is 360. Plus 6 by 15 is the 90. 28 is the cycle. 30 is creation. This will move up to number 36 because it's a 0 and down to 24 for the day. 32 is the freezing point. If we really take a look, the problem is, I forgot to mention this, and I know I mentioned it late, and I made a design to show that the reason that we're frozen over in hell is because somehow the entire earth is not straight. We have to probably melt the poles And it will not flood the earth. It'll turn the earth and reposition the earth to a higher earth, giving us more land, more depth to the ocean side, and maybe even lose a couple of gallons in the ocean. The Arctic is not in the right place, according to one of my designs. I'm not sure if it's this design over here, but I do have one design, and because I wrote this in blue, right, which shows me cold, right, I know the Arctic is in the wrong spot. So Levette, you also mentioned something about that. And I wish I can find that design. I mean, it bewildered my mind to even think of this, that the Arctic is not in the right spot. All the animals are not in the right spot. We're all in the wrong spot. And that might be one of the big equations to why our ducks fly 1,700 miles, okay, from Canada down all the way to wherever in Florida they go when they go down south. But I'm going to refer to the duck as how far the ducks fly. I'm going to revert to it as a flying day. Apparently on one of, because this is how I saw things, how I learned things, and what I know at the moment. Before I study it, I speak it, and whatever else comes to correcting my thoughts, that's fine. But right now, the duck and man have an equivalent to 500. The duck flies 500 miles a day, so it takes him about 3.5 days to get to Florida. That 500 tells me that this Earth is off by 500 miles. Okay. Now the question is it 500 miles this way? Okay. Is it 20 by 20 miles of square land of miles that should rise out of the ocean? Right? That the Earth should turn and we should rise out of the ocean? That the Raphael, Angel Raphael, the swastika are all showing pigs on a spit? Because that's what we are. Somehow they enclosed another part of the world. They compressed it. Whatever they did, they made us birth to a human being that we're really not. We were supposed to be born as a different kind of human being, and they switched around this polarity, or they just changed us within our own minds. Like I said, we could be in pods on the other side of the world. At least we know my memory is in this video. How did it get there? I can't actually change what I have said in the video, but I can do it right now since I'm thinking about it. If my word is truth, then I can change my mind at any time under certain conditions of the understanding of whoever has changed the mind too. Do you follow what I'm saying? If I promise to get you something and I don't, and I promise and I don't, and I promise you don't, my word is no good. I'm therefore no longer the same. So anyways, yes, we're frozen in hell, and this Earth has to somehow move. I don't know if it's what it is to do at 500, but the ducks fly 500 in a day. Man lives by the 16-hour day. I forgot that equation. 4 by 4, 4 plus 4, the flight of the phoenix. How far does a phoenix fly now? Which is 16 hours. So let's take 1/3 of that 500. Let's say 166. That's pretty much 1.67, which is half of 2.35. 1.6, right, which is half of 2.35. Because remember, when you're going to half, right, if I have a ball, okay, but you want half, you can't go to the center. You have to stay on your half of the line of the dime in the center. So when I say cut everything in half, it doesn't mean cut it over here, giving it no value. Okay? You have to cut it on this side or on this side, but you must leave this part here. That's the way it works. The equation. Thank you for watching.